Hi y'all, my name is Mia. Welcome to my channel. I am doing a little journal tour today. I'm leaving the link of the journal and the journal charm in my description. They're both from Etsy, two different sellers, but they were super quick to respond when I had a question, and they're both great quality. So I'll be linking those. I know that these can get pretty pricey. These were definitely more affordable options, and they still fit the aesthetics I was looking for, and I've really enjoyed using this. So let's start the video. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open it. I like to label my journals. They each have a different meaning. This is my marriage journal. This is the first one of these I've done. I'm obviously not going to show a ton in that. It's just kind of marital advice. I have a lot of learning to do as a young wife. Right here, I glued the inside of my favorite candy bar because it was silver. I thought it was really cute. And then I put a little gold star. This is my favorite restaurant called Margie's. I love little stickers, little things to make journal my own, and it just looks so adorable right there. This is the thinking journal. This is my second version of this. I need to write down number 2 because it's just kind of, I think people use the term commonplace. It's kind of like a commonplace. It's just random things go into this one. Here's a plane ticket, a receipt, hotel room. My husband is an artist and he drew me a picture. I also have a movie ticket underneath there. This is a piece of a cardboard box that was for a candle called the Rowan. I love their candles, and it's also the name of my son. So I always keep their little boxes because they say his name on it, and I think it's really sweet. This is Psalm 100. I memorized it, but I was just writing it down so I could come back to it. This is the fruits of the Spirit. I also come to this page, as you can see, to when I put too much lipstick on, to get rid of some of it. I am frequently coming back to this. That I just did a little watercoloring. I'm not an artist. I do a lot of to-do lists too. On here, ideas for my baby's first birthday, and another to-do list. This is actually from today, so I will be finishing off this book as well. I still have to put up my laundry and Rowan's, and I have to mop, but I did everything else. This is my most used. I say that because I use it every day. I use it a lot for data, like eating habits. I'm challenging myself right now. This is my favorite tea. I just glued it on the top. I have a little labeler, and I love to put my goals on there. This is 10K steps a day, 100 ounces of water a day, green tea every day. I have not been doing that, and I've been eating a lot of high protein. So this is my second version of the health journal. This was a dry January. I still have not drank all February, and we are approaching the end, which is amazing. This is a lot of personal information in this one. This is a poem I wrote about my peppermint tea. I have the handwriting of a literal 6-year-old, which is not necessarily like a bad thing because we all gotta start somewhere, but it's definitely not the best whenever you are 23 years old and you have to teach your kid in the future. So I need to correct this, but I really love this tea. very passionate about my peppermint tea. If you want to read, you're more than welcome to. I will not be doing it. Anyway, I don't really know what this is. That's interesting. That's a weird little, I think I'm testing out a pin here. That's what this has to be. That's very interesting. Or maybe that was a very exciting idea. Oh, the story and poetry one. I actually just started this one a couple weeks ago. I did another poem, which you can see on my Substack. I'm not super active on there. I actually just recently got it so I could post this poem. Because I deleted it because I just kind of was trying not to have too much scrolling going on. It's called Childhood Porcelain. I just wrote it at my kitchen table one day. Oh, I was writing a form of a poem or a little story. I was at a coffee shop listening to one of my favorite songs called New Idea by Billy Martin. I love that song. It really is wonderful. I actually am gonna give that to myself. I'll share that another day. This is the fun part, y'all. This is all my junk. I honestly need to clear out some of this anyway. We'll go page by page. Oh, I just went to a women's gathering for wives. We went over Titus 2, and it was amazing. I got so much out of it. I'm gonna be keeping this in my journal just so I can refer back to it. I had a mini Bible, and my dog ate it, and this was saved, which is a book of the Bible that I literally read every time I open the Bible, the book of James. I literally taped it together so I can go back and forth. I love it so much. I love God's word. This is from a box of perfume that I used. I bought it for the sole purpose of wearing it on my trip to Europe. I went to Paris and Italy for 3 weeks, and I only wore this perfume. So now when I smell it, I feel like I'm back in Europe. And I actually just recently bought a new one because I ran out of my original one. I just bought it and I started to wear it for the springtime as it's approaching, and I just love it. I'm not huge on scents. I'm trying to actually cut them out just for hormone health, but I cannot get enough of this perfume. This is a wedding picture from my husband and I's wedding. He gifted me this. He printed it out and wanted me to have it to keep in my journal, which I thought was literally so sweet. This is a family picture. My son is right there. I'm not too fond of showing his face, so I will not be doing that. But here's my husband and me. We both look a little different now. This is from the fall. We were taking family pictures, and I like to keep this in my journal too, just to look back at. It was some of the first pictures we got done as a family of 3, which I literally adore. My grandmother is kind of a seamstress, and she quilts, and she has a ton of buttons, just vintage buttons, and I got to go through them recently, and I found this little envelope that was holding buttons, and I just thought it was the most adorable little carrier, and I was like, I'm gonna put that in my journal because the font is beautiful. It's just gorgeous. I just love it as a little thing to look back at. This is a footprint of my son. His toes are similar to mine. It makes me love my feet more. It's just adorable. I love his little feet. He's so cute. This is a picture of my husband and I that a friend of mine took. He's a photographer and had to take a class in college. And in this class, she was transferring a picture, I guess, over to a piece of fabric. And she ended up giving us a couple of these after, which this used to be a bookmark for me. And then I had it clipped kind of at the front of my journal, like so. Like right here, which I loved it there too. and then I ended up just putting it back here. I need to actually find where I'm going to put it. I don't want to glue it because I just think it's so beautiful. I might put it in a frame, I don't know. But I just love the blue, it's so gorgeous. And that picture is so sweet, it's very thoughtful of her. This is a note from my husband. I'm not going to let you see what's in it. I'll just show you the picture that he drew. Which I think is so sweet. He just drew that and wrote me a sweet little note, and I love him so much. It was very thoughtful. These are from my brother's wedding. My husband and I's little name cards. I need to give him his. He's probably gonna just do the same and put his in the journal, but I just thought it was fun to keep and have. I honestly should glue it on one of my journals. I think that'd be really cute. This is Jalissa Rose, July Rose. She makes like journal jewelry. She's on Pinterest. I actually adore her videos. She is very inspiring to me. This I made on Pinterest. I just made a collage. You can go to my Pinterest. It's Mia Gibson's Diary, Gibson with a P, or just Mia Olivia Gibson. I have this bag and my earphones. I have this book and I love it. And then this was just, I was creating a vision board for 2026. And Taylor Russell is, I think that she's extremely beautiful, and I think she's very tasteful. Vision board that I keep, I made a giant vision board, but I made a little pocket one so I can refer back to it. It's very faded. Now these are my little gold stars. I use them for decorating my journal or for my progress in something if I'm doing good. I think it's really fun to have a little gold star. Now we're going to exchange out some of these. These are the journals I am replacing. So the marriage journal number 1 and then the thinking journal number 2. I'm going to take these out and add 2 new journals. Use an extra elastic cord. So first, what I do is I grab the middle of these books, like I grab them like this, turn them spine to spine, and then split them in the middle. And then I just grab a cord. Boom. Then I can get this cord and pull it through, and now 2 new books. Perfect. This is the fun part. I get to decide. First, this is going to be my marriage journal. Yes, I've been married for literally almost 3 years, and marriage is one of those words that I literally just have a hard time spelling, and if this is going to be spelled wrong on this video, that will be hilarious. Number 2. And let's go ahead and flip over to this one. The thinking journal. If you have a better name for the thinking journal, please let me know. It's kind of bland. I want to add a little spice to it. So now I'm going to decide. I typically always put a fun little flower on the first one. I just think it's really girly and beautiful. I have a couple options here. No. That one's pretty cute. I've been into roses recently for some reason. I've never been a rose girl. I love orchids, and I love calla lilies and just lilies, tulips, but orchids usually are my favorite. But what do y'all think? I don't know. Sorry, I'm gonna mess with this for a bit. I think I'm gonna go with the roses today, which is so... Why did I do that? It's that way, I think. Sorry, that is my neighbor, but sounds are okay. Thinking one, I figured I could do something for my... Would that be kind of cute? Just like a little pink right there. Should I do it on the outside? Let's figure. Kind of like it tucked in like that. So fun. Love it. Just put a little star. Little one at the bottom. So cute. I love that. This one I noticed though needs a little zazz. Beautiful. I love it. Let's organize this back part better. I definitely want our wedding picture back here so I can look at it throughout the day. My little love note. My baby's footprint. I think this is so cute. I'm gonna have to figure out if you have any ideas of what I could do with this. Please let me know. Definitely holding on to this so I can refer back to it. I want to glue that somewhere. I'm putting a picture of my baby. My little vision board is going to go in the back just so I can quickly whip it up. I need to print out more of those just because things change, and I'm loving referring back to that one, but I'm actually going to put this. I know it's messy and cluttered, which is not something I'm like a fan of, but I just think with something like this, it's nice to have a little dumpster of things. Wonderful. But for now, I really hope that y'all enjoyed this. I love making these. I'll definitely make more in the future. Maybe go into more depth, a little more into depth with it. I love using this. I do not leave the house without it. I use it literally every single day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more. Keep in touch with my Pinterest and stay tuned for more videos like these. And yeah, also go subscribe to Jalissa. I hope I'm like remembering her name correctly. I think that she's super cool. And she inspired this video. I think that I love having a comfort YouTuber that I just throw on in the back, and she's definitely one of them, and just has a really similar vibe to the content I'm trying to make. So have a good day. And if you want the link to any of these, I can link them in my description.